It's been 30 years since this jaw-dropping sight on the streets of Kearny Mesa. Our cameras were rolling when a stolen M60 tank went on a rampage through the neighborhood. We dug into the vault going back to 1995 when our reporter Jim Wilkerson took us through the chaos that ensued.
This is where it all started last night just before 7 o'clock. The tank's first victims, a crushed car and flattened fence. There would be many more over the next 20 minutes. The police department's Able helicopter videotaped as the 63-ton tank lumbered through a meandering maze of streets in the Claremont neighborhood.
Okay, 10 for destroying property, and if standby, we'll check into that, getting another tank to slow this guy down.
On Ashford, just past Beagle, the M60 tank sheared off a fire hydrant, the first of 3 during the chase. Water was only out for a few minutes for most customers in the area. Seconds later, the tank flattened another car. Damage is still being tallied, but as many as 20 vehicles were destroyed during the brief rampage. Probably the most dramatic evidence of that happened near Ross Elementary. Watch as the tank first veers into a trailer, then slams head-on into a van, which is shoved backwards dozens of feet into a large motorhome. The vehicles splinter under the mass of the war machine.
You're talking 60 tons of steel here. If they can get one of the SWAT guys with a tear gas canister, that might work if we can preset someone up ahead of them.
That palm tree is on the front of the tank, and just as I got out in the driveway, he ran over my truck.
The stolen tank continues its destructive course onto Convoy Street, where it targets another fire hydrant in front of the Target store. Then it veers to the left to nail a couple of traffic lights. Moments later, it takes out another street light. Power outages affected some 5,100 customers briefly. 500 went without power most of the night.
Southbound, are you thinking southbound 805?
Southbound 805, 10 for.
The tank finally moved off surface streets onto southbound 805, where it rammed a pedestrian overpass before backing up and climbing up onto southbound Highway 163. Finally, 2 minutes later, at 163 near Genesee, with dozens of police cars in hot pursuit, the tank suddenly swerves left into the concrete center divide. As the huge tank rocks precariously back and forth, police officers climbed aboard, cut open the hatch, and ordered the driver to stop. When he didn't, a single fatal police bullet was fired. The chase was finally over.